It's Bob and Tom This Week, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Let me tell you something. Look, no one likes me. You know that?
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but no one.
I had my day ruined yesterday.
What happened?
Good. Is it the raccoons in the garage?
No. We didn't get to go on a vacation last year, like everybody else.
I know. It was hard.
Just calm down, Joshy, who goes on fishing trips and doesn't have a shore lunch. I'm surprised. If I were issuing fishing licenses, I would go, no, when you catch your fish, you can have a shore lunch. You said, no, we just go back to the cabin and have sandwiches. You gigantic pussy. You don't get a fishing license.
We've eaten many of what we caught. But
did you go for shore lunch last time?
No, of course not.
What's wrong with you? Why? Then how can you get a license if you don't have a shore lunch? That isn't fishing.
So what happened yesterday?
Anyway,
leave him alone.
So we have this trip planned, and Willie's going, and Sam's going, and we found out that our 5-year-old's passport has expired.
Uh-oh.
Look, you can hear Oskar howling from an office a mile away because this is so. That's a ridiculous sentence.
This is so Griswoldian. I can't stand it. The 5-year-old.
And from what I understand, doesn't the passport expire every 10 years? So you got your unborn negative 5-year-old a passport?
I think it's 12 years.
It's different.
Well, the upside is
different for kids.
You used to be able to go to certain cities.
I'm laughing so hard I'm dizzy.
Well, we're screwed. You used to be able to go to certain cities and get a passport.
You can't do that anymore?
Not anymore, no.
You can't even go to Chicago and get it?
Nope.
Yeah, it's like a 3-month wait.
Like $1,000?
We spent all day on the phone.
Why does she need a passport?
Well, that's the thing. But it gets weirder because we're going to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't need a passport if you arrive by boat.
Sneak her in.
Let's take. I got it. I'll take her in by boat. Me and the fellas.
90 miles from Miami.
I'll meet some friends in Miami.
So you're flying into Miami and boating over? Is that
I don't know what we're going to do now.
Yeah.
So
you really can't get it?
No, we can't get her in.
Without revealing too much, I heard this story secondhand kind of yesterday because you, of course, were everywhere with this story. And the last I heard was that you were going to go drive to Chicago and get your passport.
You can't do that anymore.
And it's like $800 or something to mitigate it or whatever. So that you can't do that now?
Nope.
It's a 3-month.
They stopped that.
Which makes no sense.
No.
All those taxes I pay for naught.
Well, she has grandparents, right?
Yeah, she's 5. She'll never remember if we leave her here.
Yeah, we haven't given them the call yet.
Food out, she'll be fine. Well, this is going to be a good day. I can't get my throat cleared.
It's the first day of summer, technically, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Is that why they're poaching us in this room?
It's amazingly humid outside. Check local listings. It's ungut. Hi, Tom.
Chick.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
See the thing in the weather? They now have the misery index.
Oh, yeah.
Who thought of that? Hitler? The weather wasn't bad enough.
Oh, you think you're hot? Well, look at this.
This lady's standing here saying, and as you can see, the misery line. The misery line.
The
Sure is
humidity.
miserable out.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Christy's glasses and her top match.
Let me see.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Notice.
She's got the red glasses and the...
Yes. Happy Father's Day, Chick.
Thank you, sir. Hello, Pat.
Hello, Chick.
I mean, ma'am. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Happy Father's Day, Pat.
Pat and
Thank
Tom,
you.
I was a...
Happy Father's Day, Ace, that you know of.
Yes.
And happy Father's Day, Willie.
Thanks, Chick.
You're welcome.
Did you spend Father's Day with your pops?
Yeah, we had a little dinner last
I
night.
can't imagine how that went down.
It went down great. As Sally and I drove away, I drove him and go, well, that was totally regular. Nothing weird happened.
Mark that down in your calendar.
Oh, well, all right.
That was great. So much
Nice.
I may have dishpan hands, but it was fun. We had a great time.
Good.
I did get a photograph.
Yes, but in fairness, it was Father's Day, and you have dishpan hands, implying that you did a lot of dishes, but you won't let anyone else do the dishes.
That's correct. I really have to get one of those velvet ropes. I just need a rope off the kitchen.
Does it have to be velvet?
No,
you could just
need-
get tape.
You need a velvet
Police
rope.
tape?
Yeah.
Velvet rope and a bouncer and the whole thing. Excuse me. Hold on. Your name, please?
Mr. Griswold is doing the dishes. Could you please step back?
Step back.
You just try to turn around. All of a sudden, there's someone there hovering.
Hi, Daddy. Happy Father. Get out of the kitchen.
I got you a hat.
I love you, Daddy.
I made you a card. He just grabs it and washes it.
I did get an interesting photograph over the weekend.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this. Well, it's a photograph of Josh's hand. And
is a very elegant, feminine hand.
Yeah, and I need to, by way of background, I know that the weather has pretty much across the country been very unusual, extraordinarily hot in some places. There was a serious tornado in suburban Chicago. You may have heard about that. But this was sent to me. Trying to find it here. I can't seem to find it. Do you have a copy? It was
there are 4 different pictures of his hand with hail in it.
Yes, allegedly it's a chunk of hail. Josh, can you describe the photograph? I can't seem to find it.
Sure, yeah. We had at my place Friday night a ton of hail and big hail.
Yep.
And I walked around after it had stopped and grabbed some, and they were ping pong ball size, I'd say.
Now, so what I received from Josh,
Yes.
a photograph of a palm with a congealed mass.
Oh, Tom.
I see. So somewhat
So you immediately
translucent.
thought, hey, look at this wad of something.
Here it is.
Is that what
Here it
you-
is. There it is, Christy. I don't know if you can see it.
I saw it. He sent it to me.
Can we post this in the various Bob and Tom
Well,
social
I don't
media
know. I
sites?
don't think we can now that you've described it as
Look
an
at this, Willie.
ejaculate.
I mean,
No,
it is,
it's the bottom right isn't doing any favors. It's
yeah, I mean, the one
Yeah, that was a weirdly shaped one.
yeah, that does look like a wattage, if you will.
I don't know what you're shooting, but if I ever fire one of those, I'll go to the doctor.
Well, you know, I do have 7 kids.
That's true. That's true.
It is a congealed. But you always hear people talking about, golf ball size. These are legit golf ball size hailstones.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And
I stood on my porch and watched them all fall. And
You going to get a new roof?
roof is okay. My car was in the garage, so
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
there was a really bad one a few years ago, and I remember I was standing under I was in a sort of commercial district, and I was standing under a little roof thing, and I saw some guy's back window get hit and burst.
Oh man!
So it came at an angle, but yeah, it can be serious.
And not only was it the biggest hill, and Pat lives
Block
300
away,
yards from me, so it was the biggest and longest hailstorm I've. It was like it was a good 10 minutes easily.
Yeah.
I never got a drop of rain that night.
It's very
So
very
weird.
spotty. It's like the
Yes.
cicada thing.
Right.
I have 10,000 in my driveway, and other people have 0. So check local listings. But the hail thing, very weird.
I have video of the hail hitting the ground, and at one point, a piece of hail hits me in the leg, and you can hear me yell.
Oh, really?
We'll have to
Well,
post
it
it.
had to hurt.
A few years ago, Bob's car, I remember, I believe it was the Acne medication colored Mustang? Was that the one that got hit so bad by hail you could put golf balls?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
They would
hilarious.
sit on the hood of his car.
Well, that acne medication can cause pockmarks.
That was one ugly car. Yikes. The Mustang 2 Stinko.
I don't remember him having that.
Why pick on the Mustang too?
Oh, that was a bad car.
I thought it was this Honda Prelude, but wow.
I was one of the early Bob cars.
Prelude came first.
Yes,
Nice.
you're right.
Nice.
There's no point going on.
Appreciate
Back
you
it
guys.
in, fellas. Run the
Thank you.
best of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's as good as
you
it's
guys
going to
are
get today.
too kind.
Speaking of movies and things, Josh did me the favor, the kindness of going to a movie with me on Saturday. I got to pick the movie
At a theater?
At a theater.
All right. Yeah, I've been to one. It's great, isn't
We
it?
went to, well, it depends on what's showing. We went to see The Hitman Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh, yeah.
And,
number 1 at the box office this
This
year.
chick called me and he said, hey, there's nothing out of the movies except for the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. And I think my response was, is that right?
I have not even heard of this movie. What is it?
Well, it's a Hitman Bodyguard 2, I guess, for anything.
Ryan Reynolds
Right.
and Samuel L. Jackson.
Ooh,
Salma Hayek.
Right.
You couldn't drag me to it.
Selma Hayek,
Salma
and
Hayek,
as
yeah.
Josh was telling me as we were leaving the theater, he had noticed how gorgeous Selma Hayek was.
Just so hot still. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she grabs her boobs a lot in the
Oh,
movie.
just batting them around. Yeah, it was terrific.
Well, and in lieu of having a script, I'm sure that was probably the
There
key to the...
there was no
I
script.
think I ended up liking it more than Chick did.
Did Samuel L. Jackson act like Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, shit. Ryan Reynolds was very round.
Very pissed off a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let the
yeah.
fellas be themselves. It sounds like fun. Oh my God.
As my dad would say, it was worth a couple of yucks.
Yeah.
How was the popcorn?
Oh, it's great.
I got pretzel bites.
I got the popcorn, fresh pop.
Wait, hold on. What are you from Latvia?
No, I have diverticulosis, and I don't want to.
Eat popcorn. you
Sometimes
just-
popcorn.
I'm a great big pussy. You monster. But the big news.
I don't eat popcorn like an American.
The big news is they've hooked the butter hose back up because the last time I went, they give you these ramekins of butter. That's a dead end. And boy, I use the Tom trick for putting the butter.
That's apparently a TikTok video.
Yeah, it is. Some girl went viral with a TikTok.
Once
video.
again, if they have that fake butter, which I don't approve of, but in lieu of bringing your own butter in your pocket, you shove the straw into the butter nipple, and then you insert the straw into the 3/4 of the way down into the popcorn. Shoot the butter in, then you slowly.
It's fracking, is what it is.
Yeah, it's precisely. And that way you get the.
If
butter
they could
throughout.
make the butter hose nozzle a little higher off the counter, it would make it easier. Because you got the popcorn, then you got.
I don't
put
think
a lot of thought into
this trick.
You don't bring scissors. That way you can cut the straw as you go. And
I never thought of that. That's amazing.
it's awkward, but
Hey, by the way, what was the name of that theater we went to? Because their concession stand. Oh, it was Sorry to Bother You.
Oh yeah, they are not happy anyone's back in the
Good
theater. I can tell you
Lord.
that.
that's true everywhere right now.
I get it.
It's
I know you're not making the money you were when the government was paying you.
See,
Yes.
the formula here is the larger the number of help wanted signs, the larger the number of help wanted signs, the less quality the I don't want to be here factor will kick in.
It was.
Man, it was something else. They're all wearing. Everybody was wearing a mask who was employed though. So
That was my second favorite job, working at a movie theater. I loved
The
it.
concession stand?
Anything. Loved it all.
I thought were you an usher or were you a
I was
concession stand guy?
usher, concession, box
Did it all,
office,
right?
manager.
Did you know how to wind? In those days, they had the
Yeah,
traditional.
I ran projection.
And don't you have to be real careful not to slice your hands on the? Wasn't that part of the trick?
I never
Not cutting yourself?
I never cut myself on the film, but I could see where somebody would.
do you think that he was editing the movies? When
I
they
would
got
have
to-
to
No.
splice-
But when the film itself is like a razor blade.
Yeah, it's not that sharp.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right.
The only person I ever talked to about it said they had to be super careful with their hands. In any event, what was your first favorite job?
This.
I see.
Well, that's really sad.
I'm actually glad you brought that up because we're going to give you some of as your expanded duties here on the Bob and Tom Show. This is going to become more like that job. You'll find your broom and your dustpan in the.
Oh, I thought he was
My
going to start.
butler, if you will.
I thought he was going to start making us popcorn every morning. That would be
that'd be
great.
You can't eat popcorn in the air.
Man, I was great. I was one of the finest concessionaires ever.
Oh, I bet.
Somebody would order a popcorn, and I would fill it halfway. I go, "What would you like, butter halfay?" "Oh, yes, please." And I would butter halfway, shake the bag, and then put the more. And then after it was full, the bag was full, I would look at the person and sort of drop the bag of popcorn an inch or so onto the counter, and you would see all the popcorn settle, leaving about another inch where more popcorn could be put in. They loved
Now, did you take your 10% then or after you put the?
Yeah, he put a big paw into everyone's popcorn. Had a munch.
Here are your twisters. Excuse me. Can you open those up? I'll take one. No, you are a lost breed, my friend.
Oh man, I should manage that place. Maybe I'll take a part-time job.
You know, they took a picture of my phone with the tickets on it. I bought the tickets, by the way. They put and the first two readers didn't work. She had to go get a third. It was crazy. It's just.
But it's nice to be back in the movies. I went to a movie the week before. It was great to be back in a movie theater.
I haven't been to a movie yet. I can't wait.
Oh, it was the best.
Are the porno theaters open again yet?
Are there still porno theaters?
I hope so.
I didn't think there
Boy,
were.
those might have taken a
then
blow.
a
Yeah, I would think.
famous actor a few years back got nailed in one in Florida. What? Why?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fred Willard, right?
Yeah, the great Fred Willard. Sad. I don't want to.
You had an orgasm. Oh, you're going to jail, pal. Okay.
No, but I mean, with contemporary technology, is it really necessary to have? Maybe for some people that's part of the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, well, you just
have to be in
answered your
a
own question.
group setting the whole time, concerned about what's flying their way from the seats behind them.
And I think it's different than that. I think it's
It's like
What's
a reverse.
flying their way from the seats behind
We call that the reverse Gallagher.
Oh, what's that on the back? You better be fracking butter back there, pal.
I hope that's watermelon. Please
I think it's an age thing. Maybe he went to a porn theater when he was
That's what I'm saying.
a younger man, and that's where
I'm sure there are people out there that have to have.
He imprinted, if you will.
I'm sure there's someone out there that has to have porno on a VHS tape.
Yeah.
And there may be someone they'd be aging that.
Looking around for.
Why did everyone look at Ace? I'm sure there. Is there a what's the word? Is there like a market for vintage porn?
Yes, I'm sure.
Is there black and white? Where they
bet.
Especially where they know everyone's dead.
Like
some
old
weird
stag films? Yeah, I'm sure.
I just got an email this morning from a gentleman in Wisconsin. We were there for a comedy show, and they have a place in Madison called Smut and Eggs or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have it, but the thing was, this bar, every morning on a Saturday morning early, they would serve breakfast and play ancient porn.
Oh, man.
it was
TV.
amazing.
Had that
And
been
this-
digitized, I assume?
No, it was just running on the TV.
I think it was on VHS, actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
all right.
There's a bar in Chicago that does chicken and porn, and it's the same thing. They
Yeah.
give you chicken, you watch porn. It's the whole thing. A lot of fun.
And this gentleman wanted my autograph.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
So he
Oh,
bought
so
his-
he was from the IRS looking for a.
I hope you used your own pen.
I sure
don't
can you
know.
spell garnishy?
I don't know why that have to be hurtful. No, but he had his 4-year-old son with him, he said in the letter, and he walked into Smut and Eggs, and they didn't realize what Smut and Eggs was all about, but the 4-year-old was fascinated by it.
They allowed him to stay in
Well,
there?
he had to leave after he got the autograph, but sure, I mean,
Yeah. Well, there's probably. I mean, I'm trying to think at what point did VHS tape kick in? Was it? I forget the day. Would it have been late 70s?
Yeah, early 80s.
But early 80s is when they really...
So there's
I bought my first VHS in 80.
so there's probably somebody out there that their whole sexuality is imprinted with this sound.
This would be film strip, yeah.
Yeah. So hey, listen, I'm sorry, nothing's going to happen here. The tumescence doesn't kick in until.
no one talks like you.
Well, good.
The tumescence doesn't kick in.
Oh, if I
Not
hear...
trying to be vulgar.
If I hear a dial-up modem, things twitch. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but that's all part of the whole. Everybody's got their own thing.
Did you ever buy
Or a
movies?
scrambled TV signal.
Oh, boy, yeah. Nothing,
Same thing happens to me with the Golden Girls TV theme song.
oh, how about that? Yeah.
Gets me
Isn't
fired
that...
up. Yeah.
First movie I bought on VHS when they first started coming out was Halloween for $89.99.
Wow.
worth it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You know
worth
my
it,
story.
yeah.
Would have been. I'm sorry, I can put a date on it. 83, and I was pretty broke, Bob, and I just moved here, and I'd never had a VHS or in those days Beta. Mm-hmm. So I talked to my friend Art Volo. You know Art?
Oh, yeah, we all know Art. Yes.
And I said, hey, look, I've got to decide, Art, do I get the Beta or the VHS? Because you got to get the Beta. It's the better format.
He was right about that.
So I got the Beta, and then in those days, you had to go buy booklets of tickets for movies. So you'd go buy $100 worth of movies.
To rent a movie.
And then you'd go and give them your ticket. So I did that. And then about 2 weeks later, the Beta format, all of the movies were no longer available at the place. And I think Dean still has that Beta player. It's it was very, very old.
The Betamax actually was a better format.
It was a better
the
technology.
TV station still used it, but yeah.
I believe the problem was Sony failed to allow anyone else to use the format.
There you
Thus
go.
it went away.
They're stingy like that.
But no, I didn't ever buy the porno on that. There's probably somebody out there that still has a Beta and bought all their porn on Beta in the early days.
You ever owned a porno in your life?
Pardon me?
You heard me.
If I ever owned a porno? No, I don't really
I
need
didn't
a
think so.
collection of it.
How about a dirty book? You wrote dirty book.
Dirty book.
You mean an actual book or a magazine?
Magazine.
Yeah, let's call it a
I'm not
magazine.
gonna, let's see. I'm just looking at the books here.
Do you have any magazines
The
under
Death
your
of a
mattress?
President.
No, they were under the newspapers.
See, Backdoor Nancy. No, I don't own any.
Backdoor Nancy.
Well, it is a classic.
We are talking to Tom, remember? A Ukrainian couple who spent 123 days handcuffed together
Yes.
Oh, my God.
have broken up.
Remember this story?
Oh, they did break up?
Yeah.
Well, of course they're going to break up.
I was rooting for them.
Why?
I like when people are in love and stay together.
They're publicity whores. This
Oh
was
my
some-
gosh, Tom! You have
Fascinating sociological experiment.
It would have been a little
You have a
softer
heart
if
of
you had
steel,
said,
don't
why
you?
not publicity
Hey,
hounds
look,
instead of whores?
I don't want to be there going, well, can you wipe with your offhand? I'm going to have some spaghetti in it.
Of course, that's where he goes.
You know, Tom, this happens later on in life
What do
when
you
you're
mean?
not capable of wiping yourself. Some others will take care of it for you. For instance, well, not Willie, of course. because he's-
I'll buy the old man a bidet, right? You
That's
know?
right.
Big news at the Arnold household. Bidet is up and running.
Right now?
Yes.
So it's like a fountain?
That's right.
Oh, you have a... What
I
do
got
they
the
call it?
Bellagio 2000.
What do they call it, Christy? A water... What is the thing they call in your yard? No, people have... They have a water...
sprinkler?
A water,
A water
feature.
feature.
Water
Do you have a
feature.
water feature in your bathroom?
That's
you walk
right.
in...
Did you install that yourself, or what's going on?
Oh man, I had a new toilet installed, and I got the bidet at the same time, and I said, "Why don't you go ahead and install that while you're at it?"
Oh.
The man said, "Happy to."
Did you give him an extra 20?
Oh no, he made sure I paid a little extra.
No tipping necessary. You'll find out why.
And are you enjoying it?
Loving it.
I want one so bad.
Do you have a towel
badly.
next to it?
You don't know it has a drying feature
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Oh, so
This
the-
thing's amazing.
So the electricity is right next to the water?
Well,
Pat, we'll write something to the tune of dumb.
Is it heated water? Is it comfortable?
yes, you can adjust the temperature. You can adjust the
my
speed
God.
with which the water comes out.
You're getting
Oh, my
paid
God.
bidet money?
The
Pulsate a
You
little
would
bit,
be
maybe?
surprised how reasonably priced they are.
yeah, it's got a massage feature.
Oh,
so not the seat itself, but the water will kind of. And then there's something called swirl, which I'm telling you, I sat there a little extra. You know what I mean? You really treat yourself.
I understand you can also use that for periodontal issues.
It doubles. Yeah.
As a water pick, that's right.
You have to learn to stand on your head.
Yeah,
but
you
sure.
have to
get on your
Don't
knees.
get it in your eyes.
I'm loving it.
I am
It has
so
the seat
jealous.
heats up,
Oh, my
and
God.
there's a light. Everything about it's wonderful. My life is complete.
Well, when we coming up, I want to get a little more information about Josh's new purchase. He has a bidet.
Yes.
We're going to hear about that in just a second, but it sounds very exciting. Now, can you explain to me exactly what this is? Is this an aftermarket thing you put on your toilet?
Yes. This is a full toilet seat, but it's much bigger and it's got all these bells and whistles.
But it has to be plumbed. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be connected to your water line, and it is right there. You know, the line that goes into your toilet. You just
Right.
have a little.
But isn't there? You said that there's a heater involved in.
Yes, I can control the temperature, and I can control the pressure.
Do you have a remote?
Yes, there's a remote control
Is
with
it like a TV remote?
It is very, very simple.
Don't get the two confused. I want to go to channel 984. I almost killed myself. The pressure was enough to.
Hey, my nose is running.
Well, you're full then, right? Isn't that the way? Okay.
And we had a gentleman, Gary, he wrote in saying, he's from Louisville. He better not be seeing Greg Warren this weekend.
The caravan?
Comedy Caravan.
Once again, you're in Lexington,
What a
but
mistake.
Greg Warren's in Louisville, so it's a Sophie.
Yeah. So I hope to see you in Lexington, Gary. It's worth the gas to come see a real comedian.
Oh boy.
Well.
Okay. All right.
But as Tom said, come Saturday, because Fridays are going to be a little. Anyway, he says when he was in the Dominican Republic, he decided to try a bidet. Unfortunately, the temperature of the water was extremely hot. Not a good experience. Burned the old anus.
Yikes.
Well, good to know.
Man, oh man.
Happy bidets are here again. My lower colon is clear.
That was good.
I don't know. I don't know the terminology. We'll have to work on a song for that.
Yeah.
Would you like to come over and use my bidet, Tom? You may.
You don't use another person's bidet. It's like
Well, of course you
it's
do.
like their toothbrush.
No, what in the hell are you talking
Well,
about?
Josh was just saying.
Not like a
Josh was
toothbrush.
just saying for this.
You don't
this
know
bidet
how
is
a
also.
bidet works, do you?
You were saying this bidet is also useful for periodontal issues.
That's right. It's a
Just
water
keep
pick.
your eyes closed because you don't want to get any. You don't want to get any E. coli in your eyes. But yeah, it's like kind of like a water pick.
right.
What else have you got over there, Christy?
Shrieking peacocks have been terrorizing residents of Los Angeles County.
This is the second time this story has hit the major.
And Chick,
wire.
quite honestly, that is not far off. That sound you're making.
They're louder.
Oh, gosh.
Right.
According to CNN, the boisterous birds, which were introduced to the area by the entrepreneur Lucky Baldwin in the late 19th century, have been damaging cars and gardens, while their nocturnal shrieking has been keeping residents up at night. Some residents have complained that the peacock population has increased the last few years. The animals are said to have piercing screams, and now Los Angeles County officials are saying stop feeding them. What do they think? They're just going to go away if they quit feeding them?
Yeah, to me, I think they would just shriek more.
Right, because they're hungry.
Is this some kind of a promotional thing?
What, for NBC?
Yeah, for the
new fall lineup on NBC.
The new streaming service.
Yeah.
What is
Peacock?
it? Yeah, isn't it
It's
called Peacock?
It's called Peacock. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep getting emails from them.
From Peacock?
Yeah, I have no idea why.
Maybe it's a real peacock.
Or I
trying to
signed up.
contact you.
Oh, I signed up for that using your credit card.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
I'm enjoying it very much.
Yeah, you got to give that back to me. I got to buy plane tickets coming up here soon.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, God.
Well, apparently you're taking a boat.
One of us is joking.
Did you tell Jess the update on the passport snafu?
No, this is getting more complicated. Apparently the boat thing's not going to work either. We're trying to figure it out.
Oh, really?
No.
And you can't get a passport in like hours anymore.
It used to be you could get an instant pass. My
Yeah.
5-year-old's passport expired. So
Instant passport going to get you.
Does she need a babysitter that week?
I offered to, Jess.
good luck telling her.
Grandma and
yeah,
Grandpa.
that's
Hey, we didn't go on vacation last summer, so this summer we're not going on vacation again.
Can Grandma and Grandpa take her somewhere else?
Yeah.
Do you want me to take her to Disney World? I'll take her.
I'll watch you.
Look, here's what I want to tell you. I don't want anything to do with this kid, okay? We already got one of your brats in here every morning. I just about had it.
Hey, what do you want, Sam in here? You probably do want Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Carlson and I will take her
Sing, he
to
can dance.
take Hart to Disney World. It'd be fun.
Well, we'll see. Well, we'll try to get him.
Enrique, an elderly penguin at the St. Louis Zoo,
Yes.
Elderly penguin, Josh.
getting some relief from his arthritis.
And now here's Josh Arnold as the elderly penguin.
Squawk.
No, it's
better than I
Enrique.
thought it was
You got to have an
Enrique,
accent. You got to
you've
put an accent on it.
Yeah, maybe 5 years ago.
I think he's doing just fine.
It'll squawk.
See?
Where are penguins from?
Antarctica?
Yeah, one of the poles, right?
One of the poles.
What night did they bowl? See, we're in trouble already.
He's getting some relief from his arthritis after getting custom designed boots.
Custom designed boots.
According to zookeepers, the southern rockhopper penguin has lived beyond his life expectancy and needed therapeutic shoes.
Aren't
sorry.
there videos everywhere with pigs, little baby pigs in boots? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know.
What's a southern rock opera penguin?
Rockhopper.
What is it, Milo?
And now here's Marshall Tucker.
What are they doing? Tommy? That'd be Tommy Joe. The penguin doesn't know what day it is.
Can't you see that penguin? Can't you see?
No, he's doing the
Southern
Who. You're
Rockhopper.
doing Marshall Tucker.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just keep with one of the songs.
Staff members say Enrique, who came to the zoo in 2016, is estimated to be more than 30 years old. The life expectancy for his species in the wild is about, anyone?
15.
10.
Wow.
Yes.
So 15 would be old.
Right.
They've given him these corrective. Have you seen the video? He's got the corrective shoes on.
I have not seen the video.
He's the star of that National Geographic thing, Gimpy Feet.
Oh.
Not happy feet. No. Gimpy feet.
That's a crazy joke to make.
Can I ask a question? What happened to the show?
Well, the St. Louis Zoo is famous for helping the elderly animals.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got the huge rhino on the rascal scooter.
Right, right.
Big fat ass rhino. Okay.
That's right. The only people using rascals are because they're fat. Laziness is the main thing.
Well,
Here, see, they're baby pigs in boots. I'm not losing my mind.
Will you get over this?
was to see the baby pigs
It
in
is
boots.
cute.
We found the penguin in his little orthopedic shoes, his little boots.
They look like slippers.
They
They
do.
look like a big, puffy penguin
pigs,
feet.
pigs in boots, nothing. She shows you penguins in boots. It's the best thing you've ever seen. Is that right?
That is right.
Well, you guys.
Jesus.
The St. Louis Zoo has a wonderful penguin house. You walk in, it's cold.
Well, that's. I love this joke. Yeah, so when you're all hot and sweaty, if you want to cool off, isn't this why you said you went into the land exhibit at Disney World?
It's cold.
You know, they've got it. The penguins.
Hey,
my
Dickie
God.
Dick. Dickie Dick, we're going to design a house for the penguins. You got any ideas for us?
you got to be cold.
It's got to be cold there. Those sons of bitches like a chili.
They do?
They're so busy
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, they'll fry in the sun.
Do you think they rent those tuxedos, Dickie Dick?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they're always ready
yeah
for
it's the penguins and puffins. You get them all around there. You can get real close to them. I saw one bark in my friend's face once. It's hilarious.
They bark?
Well, they bark real loud.
Now, wait a second. How do I distinguish a penguin from a peacock? How does a penguin sound? How does a peacock sound? Okay, got it. Very helpful.
And now back to penguin and peacock. Quack! Quack! Penguin and peacock has been canceled.
And ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado,
Is it time?
It is definitely time.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he
that
is
wasn't
with
me.
his joke of the day.
And after years of playing guitar and bass, I decided I could learn to play piano.
No.
It's not an easy instrument to pick up.
No, sure isn't. Very heavy.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, you're just listening on the radio. You missed it. He more or less insulted us visually.
Yes.
That we did not laugh at that.
All right, Jess,
There's
what do you
something
think?
missing in the setup that would...
Yeah, a punchline.
Would you say 9? Okay.
I think it needs something about the portability.
Right,
And the,
right.
It's a hard instrument to pick up.
No, it's not an easy instrument to pick up.
Oh, yeah, that makes all
that
the
makes-
difference. I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
What if he said, so I went out and bought a grand piano? Does that track? Does that make sense?
It's
Affects
not
the
an easy
size.
instrument to pick up.
Why are we
maybe.
wasting time
Yeah,
on
let's
that?
just do another joke.
Yeah, listen to
He's
the
got
woman.
it.
Do you have something in the quiver?
He's got
Always.
45
Okay, hang on.
minutes.
Calm down.
I want to put your minds to work here. Okay.
Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
This better be good.
Okay. What starts with a T, ends with a T, has a T in it. Teapot.
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 Oh, it's got T
That
in
was
it.
Ace Cosby's
Yeah,
joke
no,
of
that
the
was
day.
same category as the last one. Let's try again.
Let's keep doing this till we get a funny one.
Starts with a T.
T ends
Ends
with a
in a
T.
T and has T in the
T
middle.
in it. A
It has
T
T
T in
in
it.
it.
T and teapot.
Yeah,
I
T in
see.
it.
I see. Okay.
Teapot.
Again, that was a thinker. You were right. I missed it. It was like
Yeah,
a
as in,
I know. I got to know my audience.
A rethinker is, and we should rethink this segment.
Yeah, are you ready with another one there?
Sure. What's a scarecrow's favorite fruit?
What's
I
a
don't know.
scarecrow's favorite fruit?
Strawberries.
Boy, oh boy.
Strawberry.
No more chance.
Well,
The girls, even the girls left.
That was kind of cute.
They didn't want to be saying a joke.
strawberries.
Yeah, I don't want another one.
That's 3 strikes, man. You're out. We're done.
What do we have? Strawberry, teapot. And what was the first one?
Pick up. Piano.
Piano.
Hard
Piano.
instrument to pick up.
Heavy instrument, you see.
There are people out there laughing their ass off.
They are. You're right.
Show they're listening to, but they're laughing.
Yeah,
You know I was wrong. You have the mentality of a stand-up comedian. I'll tell you that. No, they just weren't with me.
Yeah.
Could we change the
Just
gentleman
an
of that
off
show?
night.
Is that possible?
You have the heart of a champion, Ace.
you
are a
certainly
fighter.
do.
Let's sell
That's
this.
his next book coming out, Heart of a Champion.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh, Chick, this is Sam. There's Willie, Ace. Mr. Godwin, of course, in the Oxford Gold Performance Room. And I think we're going to get joined.
Oh, there's
there he
Reno.
is. There he is. I got some audio for our next guest. Reno Collier will be joining us. There's Christy Lee, by the way, at the Navy Federal Credit Union News
Hey.
desk and chair. Reno, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Good, good. Have you picked a title for the album yet?
I think I'm still kind of hanging in there with Hill Jackson Nail Guns.
Good, because I like that. Now, we were talking to your friend Jeff Foxworthy. I know that you've worked with Jeff for many, many years. And Jeff is mounting a nationwide tour. And he's going to be stopping a lot of places, of course, doing some great live stand-up comedy. And I know you have worked with Jeff many, many, many times. And
Jeff, what is his last name?
Foxworthy?
Oh, you're talking about that guy that opens for Larry the Cable? I know who you're talking about, yeah.
I think he's the guy that has sold more comedy records than anyone in history.
I think they were cassette tapes then, but yeah, go ahead.
Wow, there goes you right on the private jet.
I want you to listen very carefully. Reno Collier, comedian. Here it is. Now, we should tell you that one of your friends in the world of comedy, Reno Collier, has become kind of a regular on our show, and we've been trying to help Reno title his forthcoming album. And he's been working construction on the side to make a little cash, and he's working on a TV show about that. But do you want to tell him what we suggested, Christy?
What did we suggest? Labor and material was one.
That's
Josh.
pretty. I was kind of going for nail guns and hill jacks.
Yeah, I know.
What about stuff nobody wants to hear?
See, Jeff, that's exactly the right answer.
Nailed it.
Now poor Reno will just give up all hope.
It doesn't.
Yeah, in case you didn't hear it, Reno, I kind of stepped on it. He said that he wants you to title your album "Stuff Nobody Wants to Hear." Reno,
seems like you guys.
You know what's funny is he told me the same thing in real life.
Nice guy.
Now,
dude, if he didn't make fun of me, I think he was mad at me. You know,
right.
But he got irritated with me a long time ago, and he just won't let it go. It's kind of like his mustache.
Was it a specific incident? Something you said to him, or?
Well, I used to drink a lot, Josh. There were many incidents.
He can't remember them.
In all fairness, he has every right. He has every right to. Well, how I didn't get fired every day from that gig. The first time Cable Guy ever did an arena by himself, there was 17,000 people. He's a nervous wreck. I'm standing there. I'm opening for him. It's packed. He's shaking in the back like, I can't believe I sold out an arena. I went out. I did 25 minutes, and I go, thank you. Good night. And I walked off, and I high-fived him, and he goes, dude, you didn't bring me out.
Hello.
I was like, dude, I should have been fired forever. And I love those dudes. They're good guys.
Well, and Jeff did say that he shaved off his mustache.
He did.
But then, at the urging of his wife, grew it back pretty much immediately. It sounds like. But I guess he's had it forever since he graduated. The day he graduated from high school, I think he started growing it.
It looks like he saw like a 1978 Braves card and said, "I want to look like that," and just stuck with it.
Oh, okay.
It is, yes.
Very bushy.
Doesn't it?
He can pull it off. He's one of the better mustachioed.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah,
that's his.
I couldn't imagine him without it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like and I've seen that guy destroy clubs and mainly arenas and stuff like that. But honestly, I mean, that dude hasn't changed that look forever. And it's kind of like, it's almost like it becomes part of who you are. You know, it's like Cable Guy with no sleeves or whoever. You know what I mean? He's funny, though, dude. Weird that guy keeps bringing it all the time.
Yeah, it'd be weird seeing Larry the Cable Guy with a three-piece suit on.
Yeah.
Which is
I've seen it at a wedding.
At his wedding?
Yeah. Yeah, no. At a wedding, he looks like a tick. Like it.
Is that right?
He's a big boy.
All right.
He dresses up. He's Larry the HBO guy. You know.
Yeah.
Look at you.
It's premium.
Yes.
Or digital Larry.
Wi-Fi guy, or maybe, I don't know.
I don't know why I'm making fun of these guys. I wouldn't even have a house if it wasn't for them.
Okay, now you went to visit your mom, was it? You took a little vacation?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah, man. 10 hours each way in the car with a 15-year-old girl and my son. And my daughter was a 15-year-old girl, but the two teenagers. That just came out wrong. I crossed state lines. Yeah, I stopped at a rest area and picked up. No,
are you at home right now? Okay.
I am.
The new album.
It's got an alert on my phone.
The new album stuff no prosecutor wants to hear.
Yeah, 10 to 15. Yeah, it was fun, man. My mom's doing well, and they're able to have people come in and visit, and it was great to see her, man. Yeah.
Okay, so
Are
you the only one that can drive? I guess.
No, my son could drive, but no, dude, I drive.
Yeah.
Okay. It's too much.
Okay, it could be.
He's a good driver, and then for Father's Day, dude, I was so excited. My kids got me one of those throwback video game things that you see like in a kiosk where it has all the games.
Yeah, it's got like 200
from
games.
The 80s.
Yes.
Yeah, and my she's like the social justice warrior. That she's like she stands up for her. I'm like, you're a 15-year-old white girl in a Catholic school. You haven't been through anyway. So we put the game in, and I didn't realize that all the games from the 80s are super stereotypical. You know what I mean? Like in the 80s, like the Asian dude when he fights is like, hi-ya! And my daughter's like, I should have never got this thing. It's all. And then I was this. My guy is like this kind of redneck dude with a kilt, and he has one tooth. And then she picked a girl, and we were fighting, and I was beating her up. And then after the game, she's like, "You love that, don't you, you redneck?" And I'm like, Lord. I'm like, it's Father's Day. I love the game, though.
Times have changed.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, we're talking with comedian Reno Collier. Reno's new album will be out soon, as yet untitled. We do like rednecks and nail guns.
Hill
Jackson.
Oh, sorry, Hill Jackson.
No, I think Reno. I just loved it immediately. I don't know if I came up with it.
You did. That's why you loved it. So, yeah.
No, I love it too. So, which comes first, the nail guns or the Hill Jacks?
Hill Jacks.
Hill Jacks comes.
Hill Jacks and nail guns.
Hill Jacks and nail guns.
Okay,
non sequitur means nothing.
No, it doesn't.
Josh,
I'm going to non sequitur you.
You could go back to labor.
I
and
love
material.
Josh's. Hey, by the way, this weekend I'll be in Lexington, Kentucky, giving away free horses. If anybody wants to,
Reno, man, you can't wait. How about 2 weekends from now? You can't do it another time. Come on. First, I have to worry about Greg Warren in Louisville at the Caravan.
Free horse.
Hey, I'm not worried about him. Who am I kidding? No one's going to see that schmuck.
Now, we need to point out that Josh is doing his first live stand-up gig in a year and a half.
Man, oh man! For those of you who want to see a car crash, go
in
First show Friday.
in Lexington at Comedy Off Broadway, and then as it happens, our good friend comedian Greg Warren will be doing a 3-night stand at the Caravan in Louisville. So it's Sophie's choice here.
both fantastic comedians.
Okay, well,
you've never seen me perform.
I know. I've never seen your work, but I'm a huge fan, Josh.
No, do you have what's happening with you? Are you back on the road anytime soon?
I am. The 10th, I am in Indiana.
Where?
At the Performing Arts Center.
Oh, yeah, in Peru, Indiana, right?
Yeah. All I heard was
Peru.
It's
Indiana.
July 9th.
It's the 10th. It's the 10th. Yeah, my website is wrong. I'm also going to be at Snappers in Florida. I thought it was called Flappers.
Snappers?
Yeah.
You sure?
Reno, do you like the construction work? Is that what this is all about?
When it was new, it was called Snappers. Now that it's a little older, it's called Flappers.
Josh, you're the quickest person I've ever known.
I'm very good.
You're very good.
That's the kind of quality comedy you're going to hear.
Well,
you are.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Okay.
I played clarinet in the band. Tell us another story about a made-up friend you had in high school.
Well, that seems vicious.
Huey Baker, my ass.
I saw a picture of I saw a picture of Greg Warren with the actual human being.
I'm being silly.
What the hell was that?
Reno hit something.
Oh my God.
So we determined when he's at Snatchers. What is the?
It's not Snatchers.
What
it's
is it called?
Snappers.
What's it called?
Snappers.
I'm in Peru, Indiana, the 10th, and then a week and a half after that, I'm at a fair in Tahoe.
I'd love to go to Tahoe with you. May I?
Beautiful place. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Come with me.
All right.
Okay, well, let us know the...
Why don't you guys leave now? What happened?
Well, why don't we do this vending machine story since we've got Reno on the phone. He may want to hear this.
Authorities in Florida have caught an alligator that was hidden under a vending machine. The Polk County Sheriff's Office said, I knew it was coming. Said the relatively small gator was, quote, hanging out under a vending machine at a local Circle K. 3 responding deputies were able to remove the offending gator. Well, so what?
It had to have been small. If it was under a vending
small.
machine.
It says small.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You don't think that's terrifying?
No.
Don't they hiss?
They probably had chips stuck in that coil.
Maybe the gator went to the vending machine, put a quarter in, dropped it under the machine. He was trying to look for his quarter.
Yeah.
But you're right. He could use that tail to free those chips that are caught in the coil. Makes sense to me.
But he could get it up. Do you ever stick your arm up in those things?
You got to be careful doing that.
Have you seen the picture of the dead guy underneath the vending machine he was shaking?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, there's a thing on those vending machines, and it shows the circle through the guy shaking it.
Yeah.
Well,
You stuck your arm up there?
I have.
Sadly, he died doing what he loved, trying to get free Fritos.
Those were bugles, okay?
Ooh, I love a
You
bugle.
going to say nothing, Tom? Josh is trying to rob a vending machine?
It was trying to rob me. I was enacting justice.
Yeah.
So did you get your arm up in there?
I did. I don't know. It was so easy to do. It was I think it was a flawed machine because I was able to get in there and grab. I grabbed it like.
So you took more than the ones you paid for.
I did. I had buddies with me and I stole a bunch.
Oh.
Not proud of it, but I did.
Well.
I was a younger man. I
You
was
can
like,
repent. You're repenting now. It's
39.
Okay.
Yes, I do feel bad about it. Somebody lost pennies.
That's how we're going to justify it? That's how all thieves justify it. Okay, well, what else have you got, Christy?
Archaeologists have identified an ancient rhino that was taller than a modern-day giraffe.
That's not possible.
Isn't that cool?
According to a study published in the journal Communications Biology, the
talk
extinct, I didn't pre-read this one, Parsotherium lineaxis.
Oh, I own some of that. Yeah, I got Bitcoin and Parsotherium.
Do you?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it does sound like. In Central Asia from around 50 million to 23 million years ago, measuring more than 16 feet tall, the giant rhino weighed up to 24 tons with a yard-long skull that rested on a 7-foot-tall neck.
It did? So it was built like a giraffe?
Sure it did.
It had a 7-foot-tall neck?
No, there was a
I think it was
rhino and a giraffe
proportionally-
buried next to each other, and they got them mixed up.
That's what I've said, and you guys shout me down. How do they know the bones go back together? Josh.
Yeah.
Years of
Or it's a
study.
new species. It could have been its own. I've always wondered about, like, if a horse and a cow. Never mind.
Or an elephant and a rhinoceros.
And a giraffe. You know what I mean? Or like a little chihuahua and a rabbit, and they have a baby, and then it hops on the back feet but runs real fast with the front. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I'll see you guys next Monday. Man. Okay.
Well, Reno, you know what happens when you cross an elephant and a rhinoceros, right? Or you know what you get.
What do you get?
Elephino. I can't be the only one to know that joke.
No, we were all very familiar with it.
I thought you were going to walk him and pitch to the giraffe. Is what
I know. Wish you knew comedy.
A Connecticut aquarium is holding an auction to name 3 of its 5 new beluga whales.
Caviar's got to be one, right?
Oh, that's kind of cute,
Isn't
actually.
it?
Yes.
Caviar.
The Sea Research Foundation has teamed with the auction house Guernsey's to hold a fundraising auction August 19th at the Mystic Aquarium.
What about Beluga McBluga Face, huh?
That happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, the auction will help raise money for the animals' care and to offset the cost of transporting them from Canada.
Now, so you can, is it like a contest? You get to,
Yeah,
or you have to pay?
I think it's a contest. I don't know if you have to
You
pay.
said an auction, so.
Well,
probably pretty
I guess
pricey.
you do have to bid on.
Are they
naming.
auctioning off a whale?
No, they're going to bid that you can name
You
it.
just get to name it.
So what if you wanted to name it something horrible? Would they be able to?
I would imagine they have certain.
How many
limits.
are there?
Oh, 3.
Oh, we got to go with some famous triplets like Huey, Dewey, and Louie or something like that, right?
Yeah, if you want to be easy about it, not really put much thought into it.
Well, I think 3
How
different
about if
people
you,
get to bid.
You can
Elon.
name them Shut Up Josh. How about that?
That's 3 words.
Well, you'd have Shut Up and Josh?
Josh Jerk Face. How about that?
Oh,
Or
that's interesting.
Okay.
Again, just stellar wit coming from the sports.
Oh my goodness!
Don't have it on the parking lot, will ya?
We're going to the parking lot.
Oh wait, I like this angle.
I gotta get what is it? A beluga, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
Name the beluga.
Yeah, that's
Come on,
real
pretty
dumb.
Why not?
What do you mean? They don't
What about Baloo Bega and?
Oh, beluga number 5.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Baloo Bega, Mambo.
3, just 3.
And make a monkey be the auctioneer.
Oh,
Put them to work again.
How about the Hudson brothers? Mark, Bill, and never mind.
Are they all boy belugas?
I don't know. It
You're not
doesn't
here.
say.
Because you could name one. Obviously, you name one Diana because she was the Princess of Wales.
There you go. I like it. Yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't we have the beluga whales talking? Remember that?
Those were orcas, right?
Oh, I thought they were belugas.
I've always pictured orcas.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.